Let's make some delicious lobster mac cheese. Absolutely fantastic. You're gonna find all the ingredients right in the comment section. All right, we're gonna boil those elbows with a little bit of salt around these, or a little thicker, so I boil them for about 15 minutes so they're nice and tender. Little avocado oil just as a binder, and this way they will not stick to each other as they're cooling down as I'm prepping everything else. I got some lobster tails. I'm using some kitchen scissors because they were really tough the outside, so cut them down first, and then I use my knife to cut them, pretty much split them the rest of the way. These I'm gonna hit them with some seasoning. Potato Slayer by Fire and Smoke Society, really good on all sides. So these we're gonna grill around 4 or so minutes per side, just a nice sear. That way the meat detaches from the shell, just like that, over medium heat. Let them hang out, get a really nice sear. Then from here, we're gonna go ahead and flip them. Once you do, then we're gonna pull them off, like remove the shells, and we're gonna slice into them. Probably about some good bite-sized pieces. And this is gonna go into our mac and cheese. So right here, I'm gonna flip them now, around 4 minutes in. Getting a really nice sear right there, especially on that one there. So, all right, right here, we're gonna pull them off. Let them cool at least, 3 minutes or so they're easier to handle. And then we're just gonna go ahead and remove that meat just like that, just pulling it off. You could even eat them like this if you like, dip them in some Cajun butter. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice into them with my knife. Now let's make that cheese sauce. First, we're gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Just gonna mix until nicely browned. 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Just keep going. And then we're gonna season it with that same Potato Slayer seasoning. And then we're gonna be adding around 1.5 cups of Colby Jack, 1.5 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. Mix until it's nice and smooth. I did add a little more milk as I needed it, just in case. You want a nice smooth cheese sauce. Elbows, now you're gonna mix them in with that cheese sauce really well. Make sure that everybody gets coated just like that. Keep on mixing, mix. And now we're gonna add it to a foil pan. And we're gonna layer this up. This way you get cheese and lobster all over every bite. First layer of mac and cheese goes on the bottom. Some of that lobster chunks right over the top. Then we're gonna be hitting it with some Colby Jack. More mac and cheese, more lobster, and towards the end, we're gonna hit it with some more sharp cheddar. This was absolutely delicious, one of the best I've made. I mean, this is my second time making mac and cheese. This was by far one of the best. From here, we're gonna throw it into the smoker at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. And I did rotate it just to make sure that, both sides get evenly cooked, or pretty much evenly seared, like this. The cheese gets nice and crispy. This is how it's looking like. It's looking and smelling great. I did want it a little more toasty on top, so I'm gonna hit it with the flamethrower just a little bit. Get a little nice charred pieces over the top. Get that cheese nice and crispy. And now we're gonna go into it. But this came out absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and give it a go.